Hello everyone and welcome to the Cone Racing League. Now on to the second Cone Cup semi-final. This time Team 14 versus the Throttle Bottlers. You're still stuck with me and Pheasant from last time.
Hello again.
So yeah, same 3 rounds. Austria, Vietnam, Spa, or Belgium. Don't know which one I should be calling it. So yeah, looks like we're going to be getting underway.
Here we go again. So, Team 14 consists of Mr. BT 2004, Big Balls, CRL Panda, Tomo Tip Top, and they will go up against the Throttle Bottlers in the semi-final with Mark Krishna, Wolfbane and Wild Dog, and all these are with the winner going against Being Serious in the final that we've just seen there. Well, likely. Instant dependent.
Yeah, now funnily enough, Team 14, the reason why the name Team 14 is because the original guys who got pulled out the hat were so unorganised that they didn't get to pick a name in time. And of the original 4 who were pulled out the hat, only one of them, Tomo I believe, actually got a full-time seat. The other 3 were reserves who were like, alright, I'll race anyway. And now they're going to run straight to the finals. So, might not make it all the way, but certainly an interesting way of doing it.
Great effort. Pardon me. And Team 14 occupy the top spot, or top 2.
Yeah, now Team 14, the grey ones, Throttle Bottlers, the purple ones. So Team 14 certainly better ones so far.
Yeah, absolutely. They had 4 of the top 5 there, second to go positions-wise. Just on board with Krishna. Slight mistake into Remus, turn 3.
Reborn.
What's that?
Nathan's put Team 14 was reborn like a wild card in America's Got Talent. But yeah, ooh, who is it? Mark currently out front.
Big Balls and Panda showing good pace.
Yeah, don't know how far. Wild Dog's invalidated, as is Tomo, as is. Well, I think 4 of them have.
Oh, Mr. BT has as well. Tomo has. Wow. Right, Krishna did.
Mark is slow.
Ooh.
Getting a bit of fire going on.
AJ with the spoon out, but only 4 of the 8 drivers completing, and there's 2 from each team occupying the top spot. Well done, Mark.
P2 and 3, nice and close, although they're on the same team, so they won't want to fight too much.
No, certainly not. Not in that first corner. It would probably be a good idea to actually let that sit for the first corner, but you don't want to, at the same time, go in single file and allow space down the inside for Wolfbane to stick his nose in. Or Krishna.
Imagine not getting in the 102s.
Well, the boots. got the knives out. Yeah, AJ, good to see both teams with a full 4 racing for both teams, and that is nice to see indeed, certainly at this point of the competition, and it will pay dividends if you can get a full squad out, as we've just seen.
Hopefully the genius who thought it was a good idea to put a little bit of black between each time you switch between drivers in one-shot quality changes that in next game, because it makes it an absolute pain to commentate on.
Yes, it does.
Right, here we go. First race, about to get underway. As Mark holds it off the line, Wolfbane stuck, can't get past Big Balls. And actually, it looks like Mr. BT has... who is that? That is Big Balls into the wall. And he's dropped back a long way because of that. It's had a yellow flag and still battling going on.
I think Tomo Tip Top might have just had a bit of a bang on the back of someone going into the first corner as well. And looking at him, he's lost his front left end plate. So Tomo Tip Top and Big Balls are in bother here, really. They've got a lot to do. Wild Dog on the inside of Panda gets the move done by the look of it. Manages to make it stick. Panda drops as well.
Yeah.
Strong start. Very strong start for the Throttle Bottlers.
Yeah, they weren't looking strong in qualifying, but they're certainly race-wise doing much better. Although Mr. BT seems to be up for most positions. Started P6 now up to P2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have any idea what his pace is like? Actually, it's the first time I think I've seen him racing.
No, I don't actually. I don't know much about Mr. BT. I haven't spent much time on track either with him. Does look like he's holding his own though. He's just behind Mark. Them two have split off a little bit from Krishna. That's had a bit of a worldy start, but so has Mr. BT up 4 spots as you've said. But Krishna's jumped up 2 as well to take the 3rd spot.
Yeah, and having a look now, Mr. BT is their top guy. He's their pot 1 driver.
Oh, is he? Okay. So they might have been a bit tactical at those at the back then. They might have felt like Panda might have had the most pace on paper out of them, but Big Balls is very fast as well, but of course he's got himself in all sorts of problems.
It's going to put them in heavy deficit going down.
Yeah, Austria's not the place to want to have to do, as we said before, quite short laps. You don't get a long time to get back.
Tomo gets 2 seconds of penalties. How close these guys are in the midfield, that might be quite costly. Wild Dog should not be going for a defensive line through there. That might give Panda the run he needs.
Mr. BT getting close to Mark. Is he going to make a move?
He's stuck around the outside, but I can't see him being able to hold it, although it looks like he does, and he's going to have DRS, and he's alongside. Oh. Although Mark playing it smart, using his ERS, well, saving his ERS and using it there.
Yeah, Mr. BT gets it done. See whether or not he can pull away from Mark or not. But 2, 3, 4 and 5 have the throttle bottlers at the moment, so if they can keep it as is, Panda's actually getting a bit closer. He was 8/10, now he's 4.67. Sorry, 4.67, 4/10.
Yeah, I wonder when Mark's going to go for the move. I think for now he's just happy just staying in the DRS range. He's got far more ERS working for him, and this might be his smart plan to try and get fastest lap. He knows he needs DRS for that.
Yeah, Mr. BT's just got the fastest lap with a 104.6.
Ooh,
Mark,
bit of a late lunge, but also he's given himself DRS hit. And then we get up the inside for Mark. Mr. BT tries to hold around the outside. Where is Mark? Oh, a little bit of contact. Mark manages to hold it, keep it out the wall.
I didn't see anything wrong with that as such. It was just a little bit of contact around the corner. They both did well.
Yeah, Karch got a bit unstable, I think. As Tomo gets himself 2 more seconds of penalty. And Panda closing in on Wild Dog. However, not seeming to be that close to get on the pass yet. Wild Dog gets a bit on the dirt on the exit, but has the DRS of Wolfbane ahead of him.
At the moment, if Wolfbane can stay there, he's going to protect Wild Dog quite a bit from Panda getting past, because Wild Dog's going to be able to maintain the pace to stay in front of Panda. DRS has Panda, but he's certainly not been able to get up alongside Wild Dog. He's still on the outside of turn 3. Is he going to? No, he's not.
I think we're now going to see Mark, though, go for a move on Mr. BT. Looking to go around the outside here. Looks like he might have it. This Big Ball sets the fastest lap, interestingly, from the back. And Mr. BT trying to go around the outside here, and he's made it work.
Wow.
Yeah, I think wow is the right word for that. Well done to him fighting.
I think he's done very well. I think Mark could have give him a lot less respect. Oh, Mark's made a slight error.
Mark.
He locked up just ever so slightly, heard a little bit of a skid of the tyres, but Panda with a penalty.
And that,
oh wow, that was it.
That closes out any chance. Yeah, Austria passes quick in both of these.
Unbelievable. So Big Balls is going to keep fastest lap, I believe. Let's just quickly.
Yeah,
104.3. 104.3 has Big Balls, the closest to him. 104.6 of Mr. BT. A 104.8 of Mark in second place. Strong old round though for for the Throttle Bottlers there. I'll let you do the math.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick it into my sheet. Yeah, Big Ball's getting fastest lap. Team 14. What was it? 18, 15, 12.
Sorry. With a chesty cough.
2. So if my maths is correct, that's 41 to 26. I will double check when the timing board comes up with all the results again. When I think if Big Balls wasn't in that incident, he may have been getting up front on that podium, causing problems. Though we didn't see, so I don't think we saw who spun him. Russell and Alonso-esque.
Yeah, just reading that at the moment, just seeing the chat. There's a few in there. We've got 9 viewers currently. So AJ Seeb looks like he's in there. Matt, you're Matt.
Okay, apparently we won't be looking at the timers board because all the drivers are really impatient to continue.
Yeah.
But you can see from here who finished where, so.
Yes, that's true. So Mr. BT. Numero uno.
Yeah, so I'm fairly happy that was 41 to 26. Throttle Bottlers with a 15-point lead.
Yeah, as it happens, the Throttle Bottlers I've got written down as Mark, Krishna, Wolfbin and Wild Dog, who were 2, 3, 4 and 5 in that race. Oh, as you can see on the screen here. I fancy Big Balls to do better in this next race. He was a little bit unfortunate there. Got damage early doors, but I know he's got plenty of pace as Big Ball seems to be getting faster all the time, so we'll obviously see in the new game as well. When that lands, that'll mix everybody up a little bit, won't it?
And that will be enough to put me into contention for anything beyond the academy though. There's a chance once I head up to uni I'll be able to do the academy races, so I might actually consider joining that.
Well, I said I wasn't sure if I could commit to that, I'm afraid, next season, but we'll see. I enjoy it a little bit too much.
Far more fun playing bumper cars with full damage.
Sorry for the coughing.
Yeah, I think Vietnam's going to be much more split field. Full wet race, you're calling. I'm here, I'm in the sunshine, it's not going to happen. Or are you actually saying it is a full wet race?
I'm not sure if...
Some of them appear to be claiming.
Oh, we'll see then. See if someone's commented that it is.
Have they mentioned it in the thingy? Oh yeah, no.
There's a few
Mark
people saying it's a wet race, so someone maybe has.
Yeah, Mark said wet race, lol. So.
Well,
it's going to be a full
currently
wet.
in 6th. Big Balls is having a good. Has had a good start so far.
Have the turntables.
Yeah. If him and Mr. BT can get a good job done between them, that could be interesting. Krishna got very close, but he's dropped down a little bit more again. I love how the bodies keep...
and a mistake by Big Balls. A big mistake by Big Balls. Huge.
Massive hit. I think he's got away with no damage there, or is that...
I think I agree with you. I was on board with him till it finished, and it just bumped into the wall, pinged it off, and kept going.
That's a huge bang, though. But he was going really well until there with Mr. BT that holds the lead at the moment. Krishna has fluctuated a little bit between 2 and 4. I have to say the Throttle Bottlers again, 2, 3,
yeah, I don't know
4
what
and 5.
They refuse to not be a team.
Yeah. We'll see what can Panda
and
can
one
push.
Mr. BT in one corner drops down 2 positions.
Panda gained 1 from Wild Dog. Krishna takes the lead, and Mark They're fluctuating between 1 and 2.
Oh, Mr.
Interesting,
BT.
very close.
Deep into the first one. Very close.
Wow, Panda,
Certainly.
well done. He got himself up to 4th in the end. And that could be very important for Panda to get into 4th for that. Points needed for Team 14.
Yeah, and here you go. Very close between P2 and 3. Actually, fairly close between 4 and 5.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
But obviously, again, Throttle Bottlers with the advantage here.
Yeah, 500ths between Panda and Wolfbane. It's not...
And it looks like AJ throwing his punches at Mark might end up being able to go for the actual fight in the finale.
Is it overconfidence from AJ? Will this come back to haunt him? He's won his... he's did what he needed to do tonight, though, for being serious.
Yep, there we go. It's raining and it's pouring.
It's a full wet indeed.
I'm actually not sure what the strongest teams were, because I thought that Team 14 was stronger than Throttle Bottlers, and it seems it's going the other way. But it might be Throttle Bottlers just of consistency on their side.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. BT's shown a hell of a lot of pace. Big Balls, I know he's got pace, but obviously he's been a bit unlucky in that qualifier. He could have definitely done with being higher up in this one. But it's raining, so anything can happen, as we know.
That's someone nearly hitting the wall already.
Yeah, someone did connect with the side of the wall there. I think it was Krishna, but I don't know if he's got any damage.
Mr. BT into the lead. Yeah, well, I think
all over the place. Oh, what a move! Big Balls has just put himself in front of Wild Dog. Oh, Wild Dog's been hit by his teammate, and Wild Dog has had to concede a few places. I was on board with Wolfbane, who had just tapped him in the back and just sent him towards the inside of the wall there.
Jumped aboard Wild Dog for that.
The vision is not great from Wolfbane there. He had all sorts of splash going in front of him. I think he was just trying to maintain a bit of pace. But what a great move by Big Balls to put himself into 4th position. 4 positions up within, 2-3 corners. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Wild Dog killed by his own teammate. I think I agree with Sieben that if he had a team of 4, he would have easily wiped all 3 of the other teams in the semi-finals. Oh, a little bit of contact. Panda not.
Tomo.
Wait, that's Tomo. Sorry, Tomo not.
Tomo tipped up on the inside. Ooh, I've just been on board with Panda. He's just tapped the inside of the wall and he's lost his front wing there.
Yeah, saw the front wing drop off from behind. Oh, way up. This Wild Dog really sends it around the outside. All sorts going on here with these back 3 guys.
Panda can't turn. He just can't turn. He's struggling. So Tomo Tip Top's gone past him. He's now got Wild Dog stuck behind him. That's probably a good thing, but he's better off letting Tomo Tip Top through for sure.
Yeah, these guys really crawling around the back. Well, it seems they're creating the most interesting racing here. He's gone for it at the inside, Wild Dog. And yeah, he's through. Wild Dog up to 7th.
Oh, Panda's in real bother now. He's just bouncing off the walls at the back. I think his race is pretty much over, so there's a big big responsibility on Mr. BT at the front to get some big points and Big Balls to really try and...
Yeah, Panda's in the wall further back. From bad to worse. I think he may have lost even more front wing there.
Yeah. No wing.
Not got either end play.
In Vietnam.
He's got the bits that go across.
It's just... Oh, yeah. Panda's gone. He's gone completely.
Yeah,
now.
he's not got either end plate.
Yeah. Right, so that's it for him. Wild Dog, a lot closer to Tomo than the time suggests. Oh no, it's been affected. So on the straight, will he have a chance to get by Tomo? Tomo's had a great launch out there, so maybe he won't.
Yeah, very equal on ERS. Although Tomo's kept using it while Wild Dog is saving some. But now, of course, they won't have the usual benefit around Vietnam of the DRS. Wild Dog perhaps braking a bit late. I think Tomo braking early.
I mean, this race in the West is probably my nightmare. I don't know what it's like for other people, but this is definitely not somewhere I want to be in the rain.
Wild Dog tapped the wall. No. Didn't see any front wing fall off.
No, with wing damage either. Mark really smooth, but can't get any closer to BT at the moment. Over 2 seconds. It won't really matter on DRS either because it's raining, so no team will get it. Really deep into the corner.
Panda again, I think. More yellow flags. I see a bit of a dry line starting to form. Panda is not on that dry line.
Wild Dog having a little look at Tomo Tip Top. Tomo trying to defend, a little bit of wobbling around from both of them, and he's made the move.
Yeah, and he's perfectly
Tomo's
parked on the apex. As Panda pits, probably for his own sanity here.
Yeah. Sadly so.
Oh,
go for fastest lap though, so he should come back out. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, if he has the pace, we saw Big Balls get it last time. He's not someone who I'd expected to have seen it from. He's certainly not a slow driver, but not the quickest on the track.
The Wild Dog has dropped Tomo a little bit now. So Big Balls up 4 spots from after having a problem in the one-shot quali and going into the wall. Started 8th, he's up into 4th. He's only 2 seconds behind, but he's only got 2 more laps after this one to get up to Krishna in 3rd. It's a big ask. I think he's relying on mistakes higher up the board, to be honest. But Mr. BT is leading the race.
I think Tomo's got a much more straight line speed set up than Wild Dog. And that might allow for an overtake, but again in the last sector he is going to struggle more because of that. Wild Dog's going to have more downforce. It might be that Tomo's not got a wet setup, because Wild Dog's just doing so much better through this last sector, pulling away now.
Yeah, that's true. He might have qualified on the hot setup. Or dry setup, sorry. Gaps forming. Big Balls makes a mistake. Turn 2. Oh, and he gets a 2-second time penalty for it. It might not make too much a difference with Wolfbane being 7 behind him, but it is going to make a big difference in terms of him being able to catch Krishna, because he's now absolutely needing him to make a massive error for him to get... Well, he needs 5 seconds on him now. 3 seconds behind he is. The big ask. Krishna just needs to be clever. We're on lap 4-5. You would imagine at this point the job for this stage of the competition is just about done. Belgium still to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to see much more battling out on the track. Wild Dog actually might be gaining slightly on Wolfbane. Yeah, this is significantly longer than the first race we had, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I agree, Sid. So only Big Balls carrying penalties at the moment. He has caught Krishna a little bit, but Krishna's been fairly solid. Not making any errors, coming around relatively smooth, not pushing it. I think that's sometimes the better thing to do in the rain. When you try and go too fast in the rain, you ultimately end up being slower. Or that's certainly how I find it sometimes if I try and really go for it. And, you know, Formula 1 cars are not meant to drift.
Is that Panda in the wall again? I don't know, there was a yellow in the sector. He might just be driving slowly. But he's not got a right front end plate. Why don't I say the word front?
Tip-top, I'm just on board with as well, and he looks like he's having a few problems.
Oh no, sorry, it was Tomo. I didn't even see Panda that far back. It was Tomo with the damage.
Yeah. Tomo, front right's gone. Front right
Panda,
plate's gone for Tomo.
Yeah, Panda's got his. You've copied me there and saying front right end plate. They don't have a rear right end plate, it's just the front one. As Panda's in the wall again, at the hairpin, I guess he came out too early on the power and he lost his front left end plate. Wait, left end plate, yeah. I'm in the habit now, I'm not going to change it.
He's not had the best race, Panda, has he? It's not, he's gonna be quite happily look back on this one and forget about it.
Yeah, Mr. BT simply outpacing the other drivers here. You can see him in the distance, but they're
He's
nearly...
been really solid, actually. He's been really smooth, because I've been watching Mark for a lot of this, and he's been really smooth, albeit he's just lost the back end a little bit there. But he's been really, really smooth around this, and Mr. BT's always really had that little bit on him. He's just set a fastest sector, Mr. BT. Is he going to be able to take up fastest lap on the last lap? Because that's important, really. Team 14 need to get every single point they can, because looking at the scoreboard again on the left-hand side, it doesn't read too cleverly with only Belgium to go.
There we go, Mr. BT comes across the line with fastest lap. Mark not able to beat it. Krishna coming across next, nearly losing out the final corner.
He lost a bit of his wing, I think, in that final corner.
Yeah, Big Balls. Wolfwind's on for a green lap. I assume it's not purple. Yeah, half a second up on his previous best though. As Wild Dog comes across the line. Tomo, I think, suffering from that front wing.
Yeah. And fair play Panda for actually finishing the race like that. Bit battered and bruised, but he of course will have another go. Spa coming up. Big Balls with a lovely descriptive term for,
yeah.
for his race there.
Whereas panning is wide. Well, when I was first commentating over Big Balls,
it wasn't good. Yeah, go on.
When I was first commentating for Big Balls' race, I was always really hesitant for just saying his name out enthusiastically. But now I've done enough races.
It's like normal.
Yeah, it's just he's Big Balls. You know, it's just the name.
You don't think of it as literally.
Oh, and Panda has gone for a trip into the wall. He does not. I say if he DNF'd there, I think he probably was. But if he DNF'd there and his team lost by 1 point, they wouldn't be particularly happy.
Oh no. Nah, just finish it.
I
think he's just having a bit. I think he's just having a bit of fun now.
Yeah.
But
got the crowd cheering him on.
It's been. He's had better days as Panda. Unfortunate for him. At that track. So.
On
Vietnam, well done. Well done, Mr. BT, for his second victory in a row.
And fastest lap.
Did he? Yes, he did get fastest lap last. Who got fastest lap in the first race? Oh, Big Balls.
It was Big Balls. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair play.
Yeah, so make that a 7-point deficit, bringing it to a total of 22 points back, 78 to 56. So Throttle Bottlers with the clear advantage, but that can change in the final race. That's not a large enough margin for them to just mess about.
What was that time, sorry? Yeah, what were the points?
78 to Throttle Bottlers, 56 to Team 14. And again, they've all immediately continued, so we can't look at the times.
Well, thanks for that, gents.
Sorry. Wanting to keep going, and for once both teams are like, right, go, go, go.
Yeah, I was going to write down who was first, second, third, etc. there, but I think Jay Wills was fourth, Mr. BT was first, and then the Throttle Bottlers made up 2, 3, 5 and 6. 2, 3 being Krishna and...
Mark, presumably.
Yeah, Mark, yeah, Krishna and Mark, yeah.
If you go back in the stream, you can find it somewhere.
Yeah.
What we're looking at. Yeah, BT, Mark, Krishna, Big Balls, Wolfbane, Wild Dog, Tomo, and then Panda with his wonderful skids at the end.
Beautiful.
Again, another cloudy qualifying at Spa. So hopefully drivers were not using shadows as braking points. I know I do that in Gran Turismo around Catalonia. There's a really nice bridge, but if it's the wrong time of day, I always use the wrong braking point.
I have to do the same.
Oh, another wet
Just
race.
on the timer. Is it wet race again?
Nathan's saying it is, and he's watching one of the drivers' streams. Annoyingly, it tells the drivers, but not us.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting, though, considering, as I said about the academy, what happened in the academy in Eau Rouge and Radion. Just seeing them come up to it now.
Now, interestingly, Mark is in 7th. So Mr. BT and Big Balls currently the top 2 runners.
Mark might have had a little wobble before the straight because he got overtook by Wild Dog as well. This is better so far for Team 14. But they did this before.
Oh, these are the 2 longest tracks.
Oh, Mark's invalidated. Mark's
Ooh.
invalidated.
Which I assume means Tomo has as well then. Yeah.
Yeah, Tomo has.
Wild Dog's still good. If I was in his position, I'd just play it safe till the end.
Yeah, they're all good after them, but them 2 have invalidated. Mr. BT, fast sector 2. Or Shores, I suppose. Stop chicane took relatively well. Mr. BT gets over the line. His Big Ball's going to keep hold of second.
Yes, he is. By half a tenth.
It was less than that, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking second to third, actually. Second to third, I think, is only a few hundredths again.
No, it's half a tenth.
Oh, half a tenth, yes, it is. Yeah, sorry. A few hundredths, half a tenth. Yeah, I'm thinking the wrong thing.
I mean, it's under half a tenth,
yeah.
but only just, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not loads between Christian and Wolfbane either.
Yeah, hopefully they don't decide they're going through wide at Camel Straight's a smart idea in the rain. 'Cause it didn't seem to work even in the dry. But we will see.
We'll have to keep our eye on Panda here. I think if he can get up with Mr. BT and Big Balls, if they can keep pace early doors and not allow Krishna past, it could be quite a lot of points scored. They need it. They definitely need it. 56 to 78, I think you said the scores were, weren't it?
Sounds about what I said.
Yeah, it's, what, 22 points?
Yeah, 56, 78.
Yes, it's a lot. It's a lot.
With Mark starting from the back, if he struggles to get past... I mean, I think in the rain, the difference in skill from experienced drivers to less experienced really is, you know, exacerbated.
It is. I think this will be an intermediate as well by the look of it. But it looks like it's quite light rain. It doesn't look like there's much standing on the track. Sometimes it actually allows you in this sort of weather to go on softs, but have they got intermediates on?
They look green.
Yes, they have. Yeah, they've got intermediates on.
So Mr. BT holds it at the front. Wolfman getting past his teammate of Krishna. Mark already up 2 positions, while Panda's down 2. And Throttle Bottle has again decided we're a team, we're going to stick together. It's Wild Dog not taking a rouge. Radion, amazingly.
Everyone's doing all right.
Big Ball's past Mr. BT, although Mr. BT letting him back through. I'm not sure if that was the right way to go about it. I think Big Balls should have gone ahead and Mr. BT defended. Oh, I guess...
Yeah. No, it's probably not a bad shout. Ooh, there's been contact. Wolfbane has gone in the back of Mr. Big Balls. Wolfbane in the back of Mr. Big Balls and has fell right out. Krishna and Mark have then gone ahead of Wolfbane.
Has he got any damage?
Still behind them.
No, he looks front wing still intact.
Yeah, it didn't look like a lot of contact, but just broke a little bit late. Looks like Wolfbane's just glitching ever so slightly. Oh no, it's alright, smoothed itself out.
Yeah, I did temporarily see the red X next to his name, but it seems to have gone now. No, it's there again. He is having internet problems. As Panda spins.
Panda's gone.
Into the wall. Somehow did not lose any front wing whatsoever.
Yeah, he kept that. I mean, it's reduced damage, isn't it, I think, for the cold... Oh, he's gone again. He's gone again.
Oh.
Panda immediately spinning back out. That is not what we want to see. Unlucky Panda. Get it back round as quick as possible and get back on.
Hot ties. His Big Balls has been eaten up by Krishna and Mark already. I don't know what that front wing's made of, but it's refusing to go.
Mr. BT absolutely flying, by the way. 3.4 second lead on Krishna is second. He's set a fastest lap there as well. Mark going ahead of Krishna.
That's Tomo pits, I'd assume, for a new front wing. Either that or he wants full wet tyres. He wants full wet tyres.
Really?
Wait, no. They were shown to be... Wait.
Must be the wing.
His wing has been replaced. I don't know, they looked like they were blue, and then they didn't look like they were blue. I think I'm just losing my sanity.
Well, I think it's interweather from what... It looks like it's interweather anyway.
Yeah.
The track looked like it is. A little bit of a lock-up from Krishna there, behind Mark. Mark pulling away just a little bit. Great run by Mark after complications in qualifying, up 5 spots to get into P2.
Yeah, you can't do much better than up 5 here.
So 1 stop for Tomo Tip Top and Panda.
Yeah, and that immediately puts that team on the back foot.
Yeah, they're in bother.
Was a visual glitch. I still like how they removed the tyres are still there, and then they put the tyres back on top of the tyres that were still there.
Yes, yeah, that's... there's never been any difference since I've had this game, for me. Krishna going well, but Big Ball's pushing. And he is slowly reducing that gap. Needs a big runny Big Balls.
Fairly healthy ERS levels. Actually, it looks like the gap between the top two is slightly decreased, only slightly. But
Krishna loses the back end. Big Balls has an opportunity going into turn 1. He's on his outside. I think he'll probably get the move done. Whether or not he can make it stick, we'll see. Krishna's held the inside. Krishna with a great corner. He's not good.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Big Balls went for the outside.
There's contact again.
Ooh. That was on Krishna if he spun. Didn't leave him in a room. As who's that who spun? Mr. BT gone at Radion. Mark into the lead. And hopefully he doesn't unghost inside someone.
Yeah, Wolfbane had to go off track there because of Mr. BT, but that's bad news for him. Big Balls goes for the overtake. Does he get it done? He does. He does get past Krishna. There's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, really, to have a great race now, but if Krishna, Wolfbane and Wild Dog hold them positions, it's done. I think it might be done anyway at this moment in time.
Yeah, you don't need to add it up here. It is where they finished the moment. It's quite simple.
Mr. BT has also lost his his left wing. The end plate's gone, so he is really struggling for downforce. He can't get around the corners leading up towards Puon.
Yeah, and he's lost more than just the end plate as well, so that's really going to hurt.
Oh, sorry, yeah, he has. He can't turn left at all, so he's out of it, really. Let's just see what Big Balls can do. But I think it's pretty much self-explanatory at this point that the Throttle bottlers will be going through to race Being Serious in the final of the Cone Racing Cup.
Yeah, as long as they make it to the end. I mean, here they should be being smart and just trying to survive. Because their what do we call them? Opponents have failed to do the same. As Wolfbane's gone for a little trip. Goes through, I think it's called Blanchimont. And as he goes throughout the exit, actually went for a visit on the grass quickly. Does he have any damage, or is he just struggling in the rain?
Who's that?
Wolfbane. I think he's just struggling in the rain.
Yeah, he's not got any damage from what I can see. I think he's good.
Mr. BT.
He just needs to. These three only need to tootle around now. They don't need to push. Mr. BT's actually pitting, so he's completely out. So it's going to be 26 seconds. Is going to be the nearest gap to Wolfbane. He could pit and still come out in front, so he's good.
And I assume Mr. BT will be going for fastest lap here.
Yeah, Mr. BT's just been in the pits, and it did that thing again where all of the pit crew had full wet tyres on, and then they've put them on, and it's inters. But he's come. He's going to get out of the pit just alongside his teammate, Tomo Tiptop. Mark looking really smooth at the front, really smooth. Just needs to keep calm, and I think he's got this wrapped up. Lap 4 of 5. Considering there's been rain, they haven't been slow. And Christian and Wild Dog have just got the cigars out at this point, I think. Same as Wolfbane. Feet up on the dash.
Yeah, no need to push, just survive.
Yeah.
Now this does look like it concludes second semi-final. Although actually there's still an lap to go. It can still go wrong.
There is still a lap to go, but this is very, very much done. I'm afraid. Even if there was the biggest mess up from one of the drivers, it would need Krishna, Wild Dog and Wolfbane, I think, to all crash out. For all three of them to even have a chance of catching them back up. And I think even at that, on lap 5 of 5, that wouldn't be possible. You can see on the map on the right hand side of the screen that the three of Mr. BT, Tomo Tiptop and Panda are well way back.
If they finish in the current positions, ignoring fastest lap, because I don't actually know who's got that at the moment, it's a 44-point difference.
The fastest lap was occupied by Mr. BT. He got 154.2. As it happens, by the way, the fastest lap is Mr. BT 154.207. CRL Mark is 154.208. 1,000th of a second splits the fastest lap.
Ooh.
That's crazy. 1,000th.
So Mr. BT really must have been pushing for fastest lap. Gets himself 2 seconds of penalties. And who's that? He's going slow. That's Tomo. Not sure on the reasoning behind that. Can't see any damage on him.
Maybe a little bit of a give up at this stage.
Oh, and jump onto Panda as he chucks himself into the wall, loses some more front wing. That was well timed.
He's just trying to take a toe down as much as possible. CRL Mark on the bus stop chicane comes round, and he's just putting the foot down to go over the line. Gets the job done for the Throttle Bottlers, wins the race. Big Ball's just shy of 4 seconds behind him, comes in at second. Krishna just finishing as well. And his two friends, partners in crime, Wolfbane and Wild Dog, switch positions on the line. I think that was a
penalty for Wolfbane.
And then, unfortunately, Mr. BT, Tomo Tiptop and Panda just to finish off. But yeah, without needing to know the final figures, we know that the final is going to be Being Serious against the Throttle Bottler. So Mark, Krishna, Wolfbane and Wild Dog, congratulations. They reach the final of the Cone Racing Cup. They will be going against Being Serious, which is Yogurt, AJ, Wuhan, Foster, and...
Sorry to interrupt, Tomo's actually DNF'd, so he won't even be getting that extra 1 point. He would have got that fastest lap. No longer essentially cancelled out by that.
Oh.
There we go, his Panda goes for a spin.
Yeah.
Across the line. Loses even more front wing. Do it for the crowds.
Why
but
not?
yeah, that puts it at 122 points for the Throttle Bottlers to 78 for Team 14.
Oof. Yeah, unbelievable display from the Throttle Bottlers. Just did what they needed to do. They've got a group of really consistent drivers there. I think they were all really positive and all looked after each other. I thought all three of them just driving alongside each other for the race. They've all clearly got pace. Interesting final. Very, very interesting final. Yogurt and Mark, I think, will be a great battle. AJ, Krishna, 4-star Wolfbane, Murphy and Wild Dog. Of course, they've drove against each other in the academy.
Yeah, there we go. Mr. BT getting the fastest lap, but ultimately Throttle Bottlers being the far more consistent team here, and that's got them the victory through to the final for them.
So Mr. BT actually must have gone faster again. He must have done that in the final lap, maybe.
Yeah, well,
because it was closer than that before that.
Pushing so hard he got himself a penalty. So what is it in the final? USA, Monza, Bahrain. So we'll see how that goes. We have no idea who will be commentating that. It probably would have actually been Yogurt Jamie if Yogurt wasn't in the final himself. So I'm not sure who will end up getting that.
We might end up joining everyone again.
Yeah,
potentially.
Maybe.
USA, Monza and Bahrain, was it? USA I love, Texan Grand Prix. Monza I don't, but some people love it.
Finish off with Bahrain.
Bahrain. Never a dull race in Bahrain.
Now, I think if all four drivers are there from both teams, there is an odd number of points up for grabs, which means unless someone DNFs, there won't be a tie. So there is the slight chance, but we probably will be able to see whoever the winner is then and there.
Yeah.
Unless there's so many incidents and it's so close that we got to say this is very, very provisional.
Yeah. Oh, they've all already gone.
Yeah, these two teams seem very eager to just get on with it and go.
Yeah, it's Cone FC. Yeah, running off. Right, okay then. I'll sign out.
Yeah.
Or will they doing interviews or not?
I don't know. Do they want them? Have they mentioned it? I wasn't really reading.
I don't know. Maybe wait until the final, and then we'll tell both teams before the race that they'll be getting chats after.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully see you at the final. It should be a close one. Now that Flying Dutchman have been knocked out due to being a man down, Being Serious versus Throttle Bottlers is going to be a fairly close race. Being Serious have quick drivers. Throttle Bottlers are consistent drivers. So it's which one's going to come out on top. I did do an interview with a team last week. I can't remember which team it was. Whoever was in the fourth quarter final. But yeah,
Nathan's just said on the stream there. Yeah, just save it for the final. So yeah, we'll hang on the interviews or the post race interviews.
But yeah, that's goodbye from us. Certainly turn up next week for the final. It should be a good race. You get to see who wins. And goodbye from us. Hopefully
looking forward
we'll get
to
at least one
looking forward
wet
to
race.
next week. Yeah, definitely. Look forward to seeing it next week. Thanks everyone.
Yeah, goodbye.